Where did it come from 31? A Crossout video by Dangerously Incompetent. In this video I'm going to detail the parts you can get from Operation Radiance mini-season. There's a brawl, Operation Radiance, where you race along a course trying to get to the exit and escape the clutches of the Ravagers who are chasing after you. If they touch you, you turn into a Ravager and then you turn around and chase the remaining survivors until either everyone's been turned into a Ravager or people have escaped. Now some people didn't like starting off as Ravagers, so they'd quit out straight away, and then other people would quit out after they completed their challenge. So it's a bit fraught at times, but I find it entertaining enough to play, and it's always refreshing to play something different than missions and raids, isn't it? In the brawl there are challenges. With Operation Radiance there's challenges. One challenge every day that you could complete only in Operation Radiance Brawl, and then one which you can complete in the Brawl or in regular missions. And with those you got XP, and that XP moved you along the reward track where you get all the parts. The best of the parts are season only craftable parts, like this argument. That is, in seasons past they were craftable on the workbench. You could make as many as you want, or rather as many as you had resources for. But then when the event finished, the season finished, no more could be crafted unless there were work pieces, and then some come in containers as rewards for specials, or some are in packs, but only a dribble of them are coming back, and that scarcity pushes the price up. Hooray, investment opportunities. So you get some in the reward track just given to you, but then you can craft some of them. And it went even so far as to holding out the promise of being able to craft an Omamori. If we go to Crossout DB, the Omamori's price makes it evident that it's a very desirable part. It was introduced about 6 months ago in Operation Big Chase, and there's its new part premium price, and then it dropped down as people were making them in Big Chase to about its crafting cost. And then afterwards there's the people selling the Omamoris that they made, and then people worked out that it was really good, and its price is going up and up and up and up, from a crafting cost of about 3,000 and a bit to a selling price of 8,000. Then came the degrading event, where people who had got upgraded Omamoris from their battle pass of Big Chase could degrade them to regular Omamoris, and then they sold them in their hundreds on the market, and the price tumbled. But as soon as that ended, it started going up again, and it's still desirable, still wanted, until we get to about here, where obviously somebody knew something was going on with the Omamori, and then about here Chainsaw leaked it before it was generally announced that Operation Radiance was coming along and you'd be able to craft in Omamori, and the price tumbled down to about its crafting price. So the Omamori has been the standout part of the Operation Radiance mini-season, and it's a good candidate for investing in, and a lot of players, I'm going to say, have bought the Battle Pass just to get the Omamori. Enough with the introduction, on with the parts. At level 1 on the reward track you can get the Witcher pack if you buy the Battle Pass. Note the padlock. What's in the Witcher pack? For a good look, we shall go to Blueprints, Packs, and there's the Witcher. And here's the part list. So the Witcher gets Desolation sticker, which is unique to the Witcher pack. It gets Stay Back sticker, which has previously appeared in Drive pack. Get the Tempest autocannon, which came from Big Chase, not new. And Iris, only one Iris, start counting them. That also came from Operation Big Chase. Both those season only craftable parts, back here for a limited availability only. And you get some regular craftable parts. You get the Midnight Paint, which is in the paint container, headlights in the decor container, and ashes in the paint container. At level 2 we have Strategic Reserve, which is just some random resources, so nothing much to worry about. And there's some coin, some stuff to do with it, brawl. Corrosive sticker, that's not new, that came from Founders Season, Return of the Founders Season. Then an argument blueprint, which you can use on the mini-season workbench whilst the season is running. The argument is a season-only craftable part. It came from Enemy of My Enemy, although you also got some work pieces in that for the argument in that season. Dark Chrome Paint, that comes from the Founders Season, so it's not new. An argument, which is already covered. Military Reserve is just some more resources. Miller, that's a season only craftable part, and it came from Big Chase. Heavy Sky Paint, that's new and is unique to Operation Radiance. Should we have a closer look? Let's have a closer look. It's a bit hard to have a closer look at it. There's no zoom. You get a better view here. So sort of rusty, bluey, shiny. Anyway, next. Another Miller. More resources, another argument. Destructor. No actual Destructor, just the blueprint, and it's not a work piece, it's the blueprint usable on the workbench for the mini season. Destructor came from Enemy of My Enemy season, a season only craftable work piece, apart from you got a few work pieces as well there back then. Blueprint storage, which you can craft. Kami, which you get from, well, originally came from Big Chase, hasn't been in the game since, returned to the game since, but now, yeah, you craft as many as you can, because there won't be any more coming in. Flashing Beacon is originally from the Founders Season, bit of decor there, and what's in Survivor's container? Oh, it's custom kits, your choice, but yeah. Can't trade them, so not interesting. And then you can craft the Omamori, and well, unlock the crafting of the Omamori, and that's all the levels. And then if you get excess level, every level over 35, you get an iris, which is from Big Chase, season only craftable part. On the mini-season workbench, you can craft these season-only craftable parts from previous seasons. The Omamori, for example, came from Operation Big Chase. You unlock the recipes as you level up in Operation Radiance, but you also need to buy the Battle Pass. No Battle Pass, you can't craft any of these. You can craft as many as you like. There's no workbench rental fee. There's no resources required, so it's a lot like Mr. Twister mini-season, except you don't need lighters, you need parts. Quite a few parts. You need 5 millers to craft an Omamori, and they chain all the way down to the iris. So the Destructor needs arguments and millers, as does the Kami, and then the argument needs Tempest and iris, and the miller requires iris. No, you can't craft the Tempest and you can't craft the iris, and they are both season only craftable parts that aren't coming into the game anywhere else. Now the controversy. Targem mucked up the challenges. Originally they were refreshing every 20 hours. Targem says this is a mistake and corrected it to refresh every 24 hours, but that made it look to some players like they were missing challenges for several days. And then to compound it, Targem added days onto the length of the mini-season, but didn't add challenges to match those days. So it looks to some players, like at the end of the event, I'm not getting the challenges I should every day. So it was all very confusing. Targem made an announcement, but that announcement makes it plain that they only ever intended to give the players enough challenges to get to level 35 in the mini-season. That is, craft an Omamori. They didn't expect to give you challenges to let you get to level 36 and above, where you get the free irises. If you want those extra irises, you have to go to the shop and buy +1 Radiance level. Unless you go to the market and just buy your irises there. But that's going to be expensive because it takes 3 irises to make a miller, and you need 5 millers to make an Omamori. You need to go and buy 15 irises in order to use the workbench and craft your Omamori. If Tarjam had announced this at the start of Operation Radiance, it would have been a legitimate move. A jerk move that nobody liked, but legitimate. You buy the Battle Pass, this is what you get, up to there. And if you want more, you're going to have to buy the +1. But they didn't. And anybody who played a season previous to Operation Radiance would expect there to be enough challenges to get excess levels and get irises. Targem have reduced what you get for your Battle Pass, but haven't told us so. And that makes Operation Radiance Battle Pass a rip-off. In an attempt to soothe the players' ruffled feathers, Targem have given us 3 days premium. You just have to log in and claim it this weekend. Right, I'm off to earn lots of rewards. Ta-ta!